Alright guys, so this is my first ever YouTube video. I'll be explaining the purpose of this channel and what made me want to make these videos. So me as a person in general had no confidence, anxiety, depressed. I couldn't look people in the eye when I was speaking to them. I would always be overthinking or predicting what they were thinking of me if I wasn't blinking enough, or if looking away, and how often do you look away and then look back, and just overthinking everything in a negative way. I would be terrified leaving the house in case people were all staring at me. Not in a negative, not in a vain way, but just in a he's going to make a mistake type of way. I was terrible when it came to speaking in a group. I think a lot of people suffer with that, but my face would go red and then I would start getting even more embarrassed, because I would then know that they can see that I'm embarrassed because my face is red, and it's as if, it's like I would start thinking that they know that I know that they know that I'm embarrassed, and it would start sweating, and it was just horrendous. So living my whole life like that basically was just a nightmare. The only time it would ever really go away was when I was drinking, and obviously when that happens, the next day you wake up with more regrets because you make a fool of yourself, and then you've got the hangover-induced anxiety or hangover-induced panic attacks. So all I wanted was this feeling, this type of life, this existence that was living through me to just disappear, but I didn't realise that you could stop thinking. I didn't realise that that was a thing, living presently in the moment, until my neighbour, Flo, at the time, who sadly passed away at 84, I went up to her and I was saying that I was having these bad panic attacks, and if you've ever had a panic attack, how horrible it feels. She basically recommended that I read a book she had by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now. She had a lot of these spiritual self-help books, and she was just this beautiful lady that you just look at her and you just feel happy. So I read this book, and Eckhart Tolle's book's all about trying to teach you how to live in the present moment, as in right now, because that's all that exists. The past essentially and the future exist within the mind because it's a thought, but in the past, whenever you're thinking of something in the past, it happened as this moment. But we can remember it because of our egoic mind, our thoughts, and whereas the future doesn't exist because it's just a thought. You have a predicament, or you can have an expectation of something that's going to happen, but right now is all that matters, this moment right now. And the book basically explains techniques and how to put yourself into the moment, and by reading this book, it started to open my mind up. It made me realise that I was stuck inside my head. I was never giving myself, so to speak, a break. At the time, it was hard to understand these kind of things because I didn't realise I was stuck in my mind. It made me realise that I was basically just a slave to my thoughts, and that I then learnt that you can live in the moment, you can live in awareness without always having to think. Obviously thinking's got a time and a place, but you don't always have to be thinking constantly, especially if it's leading to you feeling anxious, it's causing emotional problems, it's making you depressed. So a while after that, when I was actually in Australia for a while, and when I came back to Australia, I decided to sit down and meditate. At the time, it was just a case of focusing on my breath. So it felt like a long time, but I was determined not to give up. So I just kept focusing on my breathing. And once I had my first experience, that just gave me the actual feeling that Eckhart Tolle was talking about in his book. So I had felt it firsthand. I felt like this just amazing awareness existing within this vast infinite void. That was who I was. That was me hooked. I remember telling my uncle at the time, like, I can't believe what I've just experienced there. I wasn't really me anymore. I wasn't my thinking mind. I wasn't the egoic mind that Eckhart Tolle talks about. I was just the awareness. I was just presently aware in this infinite vast space of nothingness, so to speak. So because of meditation, I then became interested in lucid dreaming. I'd heard about it before, but I'd never really gave it a second glimpse, or I'd never really bothered to look it up. So when I tried it, the first couple of attempts I was successful. I had like 3 mini lucid dreams. And again, when I found out about that, I was like, I can't believe I've just experienced this. Why is everybody not talking about these things? Meditation, you don't even really hear anybody talking about meditation. Never mind lucid dreaming, being able to become aware within the dream state whilst you're actually in a dream. You're aware that you're sleeping, and you know you're in bed sleeping, and where that comes some level of control. Do you know what I mean? That's just magical to me. And then by using the meditation in order to become lucid, and then other things like astral projection and stuff like that, it then made me question things like the mind and what the mind's capable of. And then that's when I became interested in psychedelics. Psychedelics, once having certain experiences like ego death experiences, it made me question reality in a more metaphysical standpoint. Like, I would be interested in that oneness feeling that we experience through, again, substance use or meditation or yoga. That feeling of oneness, and what is reality? What is this life that we're all in? What is existence? Is existence constantly subjective? What is this life we're in? You know what I mean? I suppose the aim of this channel is to put up videos that can help somebody like yourself, if you're struggling yourself with anxiety, you're scared to leave the house, things like that, like, you know, you feel depressed. I'm not saying I can exactly cure everything, but if you try these things that I'll be making videos on, it will definitely help you, and you'll start to see things from a different perspective instead of the negative lens that's constantly surrounding and controlling your life. Things that can not necessarily make you become an enlightened Buddha and live in a constant state of present moment awareness, but just for the average person that still likes to go out and have a laugh, still likes to go out and party, whatever it is. But within that, whenever you have negative days, it's about realising when the ego, not completely destroy the ego, but when recognising that when the ego has been more judgmental or more negative, it's about recognising that and taking it back to what you really are deep down as a person, and that is love. Start to look at life, look at everybody you surround yourself with, whether they're negative or not, is, you know, we're all here together and we all leave the same kind of way. So I suppose the point of this channel in general is to talk about the things that I've learnt along the way, things that have actually helped me escape that mental prison, just being unconfident all the time. So it's like things that have helped me, whether it's meditation, lucid dreaming, psychedelics, whether it's me talking about a certain experience that I've had, although I don't necessarily recommend you take them or don't take them. It would be just me subjectively explaining my side of things, and different things about reality, what you know, existence itself, because I'm interested in different philosophies that way, and if you enjoy that kind of stuff, then stick with it. Overall, this isn't me claiming to be enlightened or perfectly well balanced. I'm just a guy from Glasgow, as the name of the channel is, that these particular things have helped me, and if they can help me, then they can help you. I just find it interesting that you can use the mind to achieve a state of no mind. Also, it's about stepping out your shell and trying to look at things in a different light. For example, if I was still the way I was, I wouldn't be making this channel. Whether or not it's going to be successful or not, the fact is, if it can help one or two people, that's all that matters to me. If I can help a couple of people escape their negative mindset, then I feel that I've done my job in that sense. And every now and again I'll put out other videos, depending on what it is that I've went through or experienced. I'll try put videos up and educate you as much as I can. So if you like this video, feel free to subscribe in order to see what's to come in the future, if you like the idea of what's to come. So leave a comment down at the bottom, leave a like or a dislike, they're all welcome here. I'm here to learn at the end of the day, so if there's certain things that you think I could improve on, just let me know. I'm open to criticism that way. And if there's anything in particular that have helped you when it comes to dealing with anxiety, depression, whether it's meditation, what's your story? Let me know down below. I love hearing about these kind of things. Have a great day, people, and until next time.